But aside from that, all waterfalls are now swimmable. If you have water in your level, the rule was you have to make it swimmable. That was one of my major complaints about RMN Bros, if you'll recall, was people would use water decoratively, and... Wait a minute. Oh, it's like a ghost house kind of thing. Okay, I gotta go up one of these pipes, I bet. Wait a minute, wasn't that pipe yellow a minute ago? Ah, there's a yellow pipe. That's where I want to go. But that's one of the things. We want to be consistent. If you have water in your level, it needs to be swimmable. And this was applied to other things too. Like if you put a star in your level, it has to be a specific kind of star. You have to put it kind of after the black zigzag pattern from Mario 3. So the levels look like they were designed by one team of people who were doing the same thing. Whereas RMN Bros was very, I don't know, inconsistent about things. Like, people just did whatever they wanted, and with no regard to what the next guy in the level was going to do. Another thing that they did was, Talking Time identified worlds that they wanted to have. Like, the first world is Flapjack Fields, it's kind of a vanilla, you know, World 1 kind of thing. Dang it, I missed the jump. But then there's like an ice world, and there's like a giant world with giant blocks, and there's an underground world. And so when you made a level, you had to try to apply it to the world that it was going to fit in. And I think, for the most part, we really accomplished that. Hurrah! The other thing you might notice about this particular Let's Play is that I'm recording it at the correct frame rate. Koopa Kiwi Mines by SpoonyBard. Now, you may remember in RMN Bros, it's like you had some people only made one level, the majority of the people only made one level, a few people made 2 or 3, and like 1 or 2 people made like 5 levels. In RMN Bros, was almost entirely made by 3 people. They made a huge, insane amount of levels. The first SpoonyBard made a ton of levels, and Zaidyer made a ton of levels. And the last one was this guy. You'll see it, his name is L. Well, technically his name is _L_, but that's really difficult to pronounce, and it has like a lot of syllables, so I'm going to call him L. But you'll see, like, there are stretches of some worlds that are just 3 or 4 of these guys' levels in a row. It's pretty hilarious. But they all made decent levels. You know, they all had their heads screwed on right. They all knew kind of what they were doing, so we will not hold that against them. So I think I'm going to record World 1, and then I'll cut it there, and that'll be the first set. Was there something down there that I could get? No, just a boing, just a spring. There's no hidden stars. Some guys actually went the distance of putting secrets in levels that weren't stars, little bonus rooms and things, which I appreciate while I'm playing a Mario game, but when I'm doing a recording like this, I don't really care about showing that kind of stuff off. I just want to play the entire game. The reason you need to get all the stars is because you can't get into the very final world unless you have all the stars. And there's 110 stars total. You need 105 to get into the end game stretch. I'm getting ahead of myself, though. I'm still on World 1 right now. But as you can see, everything is just, like, you're going to make a level. This level's going to go in World 1. What is a World 1 level supposed to be designed like? Well, this is a World 1 level, where you kind of ride a platform and shoot Koopas with a fire flower. And you didn't see that in RMN Bros. Everybody wanted to make a difficult, clever gimmick level, and there was just no space in the game for just a simple, little, fun level. Ah, delicious ice-cold Pepsi throwback. Good stuff. How many more levels we got in World 1? Bullet Time by Zaidyer. Alright. Now, while we were making this game, like right after we started putting it together, RMN started putting together Super RMN Bros. 2, the sequel to the game that I Let's Played. And we didn't... Oh, crap. That was dumb. Why did I do that? We didn't plan for that to happen. It was just a funny coincidence. So, the two forums weren't really in competition with each other, but at the same time they kind of were, because the first thing I did is I kind of went to RMN and posted on their forums. Yeah, extra lives. That's what I want, is extra lives. I'm going to have 99 extra lives after a couple worlds anyway, so... But I started stoking the flames. I'm like, hey guys, my buddies are making this awesome game, and it's going to be way better than your piece of crap game. Oh no, I did it again. And they were like, well, show that Brickroad. Well, what ended up happening was that RMN kind of adopted the same sort of peer review process that was working at Talking Time, which means their quality of levels went up dramatically. Is this red coins? Red coins. This was another rule in Talking Time Bros, is if you wanted to have red coins, you had to use them like this. You were allowed to put 8 red coins in an area that would appear when you hit a P block, and if you got them all, you got a prize. Like, in that case, it was a bunch of free guys, otherwise it'll be, I don't know, a power-up or something. And I think only a few people did that, too. Like, that wasn't a very ubiquitous thing in the game. So, I better be careful, because I'm about to die. Oh! I almost got billed. Bullet build! So, they did... Oh, crap. I gotta jump this freak. You know what? No, I'm gonna go grab a shell. Screw that. They made a lot of tweaks to the engine since the previous version, which I really appreciated. One of which is you can now pick up a shell by holding down the button and landing on top of it, and the shell will appear in your hands. In the old version, when they constructed RMN Bros, that wasn't true. You would just land on the shell and kick it. And here's the second or third Zaidyer level in a row with Flapjack Castle. This will be the end of World 1. And this is, I think this is just a series of invisible blocks. Yeah, that's all that is. Uh-oh, castle level, woo! So, each world actually ends with a castle, and I think starting in World 3 or 4, the castles, start to be locked. Pow block, boom! Yeah. So you need a certain amount of stars to get in the castle, but if you've been getting all the stars, you'll have way more than enough. Spin jump! That's right, you have to spin jump. So like I said, it's just, this game is very, very good, and I highly, highly recommend. I can't recommend it highly enough. If you like indie Mario games, you will like this. I've had a couple dudes played this, and they're like, you know what, I like this better than some of the mainstream Mario games out there. That's pretty high praise to give to a little indie game like this, which is really good. So I like to see it, especially because he was talking about, you know, my friends, my pals, that, oh, I'm gonna get hit by Spinies. Screw you guys. Give me my mushroom. And there's a Bowser. Haha! Later, dude. I dropped the princess. See, yeah, that's the Percy thing, is he drops things. Haha, we get it. It's a joke. We can move on. There's one spot in Talking Time Bros where, let's make sure I got all the stars. 1 out of 1. 1. There's one time in Talking Time Bros, and only one time, where they decided to use a game glitch to hide a secret, and it's right here. You just zip into this wall, and turn around, and it zips you, this way, to the secret best area. The secret best area being similar to the top secret area in Super Mario World. And here, that's why this is important, is because secret best area, yay! Remember in RMN Bros I kept having trouble in levels and I went, oh, I wish I had a power-up. Well, in Mario World and in pretty much every Mario game since, you can choose to go into a level with a power-up if you so desire. But in RMN Bros you can't, because the guys who made that game are retarded. So that's the first thing I did in Talking Time. Let's have, you know, a top secret area that has cool stuff in it. So this is World 2, Strawberry Hills. That's where we will pick it up in the next series. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next video.